Luke, well, obviously a great season for Castleford. I mean, how do you reflect on the year for the club?
Yeah, very positively, obviously. It was a great year for everybody involved. We played some good footy and had a crack at winning the Challenge Cup final and made the playoffs. So positively all round and a really good building block for the club to improve on next year.
How do you obviously the final was disappointing, and then the end of the season, I mean, you look at back and thinking the club could have done differently or the players done differently, or just, it was one of those things?
No, I just think that's the way it is, mate. We gave ourselves the best chance at all of those games and winning those, but in the end of the day, we weren't good enough to beat the teams that we came up against at that time.
And Darryl Clark, I mean, Super League Man of Steel and young player there, and Darryl Clark coach of the year. So I mean, that sort of just shows what kind of season the club had. One of the best for a long time for Cass.
Yeah, it's brilliant, mate. I'm so happy for Dazzy to get Man of Steel at his age is a huge achievement. So well deserved. I thought he played fantastically all year, and not even so well he played. It's just the influence he had on our team and games at certain times. The way he could turn it and win it almost single-handedly was amazing. For Powley, how he's handled the team and his first chance at Super League level, the consistency of that, showed that he was the best coach of the year.
And you yourself, I mean, your first season back at Cass after joining from London, it seems like you really enjoyed yourself now.
I did, mate. I'll be honest, I didn't enjoy my last few years of playing, both on and off the field. Have been difficult for me at London, so I was hoping to come back to a place that I'd enjoyed my rugby and was really hoping that would sort of reinvigorate me, and it did. I enjoyed the game, I enjoyed the fans and the boys and our style of play, and I thought it suited me and I suited it, and it was just a great experience for myself and my family. And
looking ahead to next year, I mean, there's a lot of changes across the clubs, but obviously with Cass, Mark Say leaving, Darryl Clark, Craig Hubie, a couple others, Will and Iraqi. How are you going to replace those guys?
I don't think you can ever really replace guys like for like. You just got to rely on the new guys that you're bringing in and trying to benefit the best out of their skill set and how they play and really trying to maximise that for your team. And we had a lot of changes in our 2014 squad, which probably didn't get spoken about a great deal. So we're well prepared for it. And the core of the players that have created that culture and our style of play is still there. So we've got plenty to help the new guys build on.
And looking ahead to next year, I mean, who do you think is going to be up there again amongst the top teams? Do you think it's going to be Saints and Wigan, Warrington, Leeds? So you expecting any sort of other changes from the other clubs?
I think all those guys will always be up there. Huddersfield are always strong, and they've signed some good players. And Salford, I don't think will go through the same thing that they've gone through this year. They've got a lot of new guys and a lot more depth and a lot more time on their hands. So I think they'll be a stronger outfit, but usually the same sort of people around, and hopefully we're up there with them.
And Super League Grand Finals on the weekend. What was your take on it?
Interesting, obviously. Controversial as well. It's a shame in the end because it was geared up for such a big derby, and I was impressed with Wigan still, even though they were a man down for basically the entire match. They still look like they could have pulled it out of the bag. But some great defence and some great plays from Saints in the end, and they just wore them down. And Wigan really front loaded their energy and sort of came up unstuck a little bit in the end. But I was very happy for Louis McCarthy and a few of my friends there at Saints to hold the trophy up.
What did you think? 13 game ban, 6 months ban for Benfo. Do you think that's about right, or should be longer?
I think it's probably about right in the end. What he's gone through already off the field, I'm sure is probably almost almost punishment enough. But that's gonna play a fairly big part in the 13 games. But I think it's probably there or thereabouts. And I just hope he's all right in the end.